Hello everybody, welcome to News on Screenshots. Today, 5 consultant engineers they miss, and all hands are pointing at Dave Umahi. Disappearance of 5 NELAN consultant engineers. They adopt them while they were working at Abakiliki Ring Road Phase 2 project since November 3rd. So now, what is the difference between bandits now and governors? Because bandits no do past this one. You kill your engineers, you hide the corpse. So say finally now you can't bury the corpse. Now you can't tell the owners of the corpse say one and no vex, so they don't ready do burial. Did they talk that one? Did they talk that one? I go use something. Did they talk that one?
Dave Umahi had experienced consistent interferences and threats from the state's chief executive officer. NELAN Consultants believes the abduction of its 5 engineers is connected to the differences its lead consultant Nelson Onyema had with the governor.
The governor was insisting that they will be instructing the contractors on what to do on site. And they will also be issuing certificates of payment to the contractors.
I don't tell you that before.
And the team leader, Engineer Onyema, pointed out to the governor.
Because how you go tell me say you as a governor you will be the one to be issuing certificate of payment to your contractors? How is that possible? Did they talk that one? Now because the team leaders that's amongst those 5 consultant engineers, the team leader that's Nelson Onyema. Now can't tell Dave Umahi say no be so they do am. No be so you did for the contract. No be na contract na consultants na them go issue instructions and payment certificates. Say no be una go okay. Dave Umahi come tell them say okay, and like that okay. I am gonna return the car owner they use, the vehicles owner they use to do the construction. Muna return all those vehicles, all those heavy duty vehicles owner they use to do the construction. Me kuna return them. Come they pressure them. How governor go they do like this? They do like small picking. They do like streets. They do like Agbero. They pressure them. That Dave Umahi, that guy. I don't know whether these people don't go drink. They drink something. Something did their head. Kata they work out for their head. Because how you go they tell your people where you hire for job, you say you want to do their job. You want to do the job of the people where you hire. Now the team leader say no, Oga no be so did they do am. Okay, this guy can say okay, I return the thing where they use it to work. They can't try return one. Oh. Now later they can't say no. Make una return all of them. Dave Umahi say no, Mona bring governor of Ebonyi State. They do all these things. So say Mona bring back our vehicle, bring back the vehicle, and that vehicle now to use that vehicle according to the agreement. It is in the agreement that vehicle should be also used for that construction. Now that vehicle now where this man now they collect now they supposed use do the construction now. Contractors now come they ask and say, which consultants now come they ask and say, if you carry this vehicle, which one will go use? Which one will go use to the work? Because according to the contract, we supposed to use the vehicle for the job. Now they will come say, okay, you people, you want to show me who you are. You want to show me that you guys are the contractors. Okay, you see what I will do. I will. You are very stubborn. I will show you what I will do. I will show you people pepper. Now this man come. Now the pepper be that now. This man come miss. And now I say 5 consultant engineers. 5 consultant engineers. Now they find. Reach today they never see their corpse. Now according to Nelson Onyema's son, he talks say Dave Umahi, governor of Ebonyi State, tell them say they not supposed to go there. They are not supposed to be there. Why did they go there without telling me? So he means say illegal operation they go on there. There's an illegal he has some illegal men on guns and boots around the corner. Probably he might not have killed these 5 consultants personally or maybe directly, but maybe then they are the wrong place and at the wrong time. Because for him to tell Nelson Onyema's son say they no suppose their parents no suppose go there. Wetin e mean? E mean say you are not supposed to be there. You are supposed to be in another place. Una understand wetin I dey talk? Everybody dey watch Nigerian movie. Now wetin dey happen for Nigerian movie na im dey play out now. But I surprise say he go dey work with governor, big man. Honorable na street o. Watch this video now where I will play for you now. Watch this video. And as they watch this video now, they hit on the like and the subscribe button for me. Make you tell me whether Agbada never hang for barbed wire. Hey, not say Musa no go see for gate. Every time you go to hear one thing or the other. Now compare bandits now to this act. Compare banditry to this act. Now the same thing. So I beg, make everybody wake up. Agwo na Africa. Agwo na Africa. Make everybody wake up. Anyonyo obuna mepe. Open your eyes. Akoko chaga kanaya. Because oko chaginaya. Because make we know where we dey go.
It's been more than 5 weeks since the disappearance of 5 construction engineers. The builders with NELAN consultants on November 3rd visited Nigeria's southeastern Ebonyi state to supervise the Abakiliki Ring Road project. That visit from neighboring Enugu state to the site was the last families and friends would hear from them. The Abakiliki Ring Road project is a $150 million program being funded by the African Development Bank. NELAN Consultants was appointed by the bank to supervise the project. However, the company says while it failed to yield to the propositions of Governor Dave Umahi, it experienced consistent interferences and threats from the state's chief executive officer. NELAN Consultants believes the abduction of its 5 engineers is connected to the differences its lead consultant Nelson Onyema had with the governor.
The governor was insisting that they will be instructing the contractors of what to do on site, and they will also be issuing certificates of payment to the contractors. And the team leader, Engineer Onyema, pointed out to the governor specific provisions of the contract that stipulates that it is the duty of the consultant to issue instructions to the contractor and to prepare and sign their certificates. The governor said that NELAN should return and relinquish the project vehicles, which, as per the contract, is supposed to be used by the consultants. But due to the government hounding NELAN had to give up one of the vehicles and was using one. And the governor said that one that they were using should be dropped by the consultants. And Engineer Nelson Onyema was like, if I drop this vehicle, what do I continue the work with? So that was where a series of problems started. And at the stage, the governor said, oh, that is very stubborn and all that. So when all these things started happening, we became very, very uncomfortable. The way the governor was hounding us, trying to pressure us into doing their bid, contrary to the provisions of the contract.
Can you say the government is complicit in all this?
That's not what I'm saying, but it makes me uncomfortable. Realizing how our relationship was with him makes me very, very uncomfortable. For instance, he said the meetings, project meetings, should be held in the government house. And Engineer Onyema told him that that will amount to interference, that ADB specifically insists that project meetings are held in project offices, that if there's a minutes of meeting that is raised and it indicates that governor was, that the meeting was held in the government house, that ADB will call it a misprocurement and he will incur the wrath of ADB.
The Ring Road project passes through Effium community in Ohuku local government area of Ebonyi state, an area the police says had since been embroiled in communal clashes. They are of the view that the engineers, having knowledge of how volatile the area is, never sought clearance from authorities before carrying out the exercise. A spokesperson for the Ebonyi State Police Command, Lovett Order, told Arise News that the number of missing engineers are 3 and not 5. She could not also confirm whether the missing persons are alive or dead. Family members of the abducted engineers said they were called for a meeting by Governor Umahi. He had stated government's effort at ensuring the abducted persons were rescued. But days after this meeting, the governor at the security summit reportedly announced their deaths and burial.
I heard over the news that the missing engineers are dead and buried. Nobody contacted any member of my family. I've been in touch with the governor. Nobody contacted us. I was in shock. I was in pain. My children also had it over the social media, through the internet. It was terrible for us. Because of that, I contacted the governor again and told him to confirm it. I wanted to hear it from the horse's mouth. I wanted a confirmation from him. And then the same day, on December 1st, he retracted it. He retracted what he said.
The thing he kept saying was that they weren't meant to go there. And that if they were to go, they should have actually told him first before going, so that he would have provided security. So I was thinking to myself, these are people that have been going there for almost a year now and haven't had any problem there. So why is this just happening?
The day we went to government house, all the women were crying. Even I myself, I cried. I'm telling you, since they announced they have been killed and buried, my mother, 85 years, is in the hospital as I'm talking to you. The wife has been crying since then. There is no consolation. The wife said that I'm just tricking her. So what I'm begging the Ebonyi State government, please, if they have been killed and buried, give us their corpse. If they are alive, release them. I promise, and my mother have said, my brother will not work in Ebonyi State again. They should take their contracts.
African Development Bank says it's aware of the disappearance of the engineers. The bank has declined to speak to Rise News on the development after it was alleged the project will go ahead in spite of the disappearance of the NELAN workers. Several efforts to get the Ebonyi State governor to react to the story has been met with a brick wall. Calls and a text message sent to the State Commissioner for Information, Onyema, were not returned. The governor's media aide, Francis Nwanze, also declined to speak to Rise News on this report. He referred this reporter to the State's Commissioner for Investment, Chioma Nweze. She also declined to speak to Rise News on the development. Members of the missing persons are demanding justice. They say they now fear for their lives, the lives of their children, and other family members. They are appealing to President Muhammadu Buhari, the governments of Anambra and Enugu states to intervene in securing the release of the engineers, and if they are dead, their bodies be produced. Abel Ejikeme, Arise News.